We're going to get there. We're going to get to work. And what I think is really interesting, and I want everybody listening to understand this, is that we're going to represent everybody. 48% of my district didn't vote for me. And I'm going to represent them as hard as I can, like I did that I will be doing for the 52% that did. And we need to get back to a place in politics in the United States of America where we forget about the letters after someone's name and realize that we are all in this together.
That was Wisconsin Congressman-elect and retired Navy SEAL Derek Van Orden, who joined Neil yesterday. So far, 79 veterans have been elected to Congress this midterm election, and another one is joining me now on this Veterans Day. Republican Congressman-elect from Montana and former Navy SEAL Ryan Zinke. Sir, congratulations.
And great to be with you on Veterans Day, a special day indeed.
It really is, especially for you. I'm sure there's lots to celebrate, a lot of work ahead for you. But what do you think really propelled you to win this seat? What really resonated when you ran?
You know, our country's in peril. We're, regardless of whether you're Republican or Democrat, Independent, we're all seeing the same thing. We're seeing an abandonment of our troops in Afghanistan. We're seeing an economy that's on its ear with high energy costs, inflation, supply chain, no border. And we're seeing a failure on a cultural side. I mean, when boys can play girls' sports and puberty blocking is being pumped in schools and our founding fathers are racist, that's a problem. And, you know, having veterans come in that served this country, fought for this country, and understand the importance of the Constitution, I think is a great tone. And it is going to be red, white, and blue. And there are a number. There's 5 SEALs, the number of Green Berets, Rangers, Special Forces, combat veterans, both men and women, that are coming to D.C. for one purpose, is to defend the Constitution and make sure we turn this ship around.
Well, Congressman-elect, I wanted to get your reaction to former President Trump's recent comments hitting Florida Governor DeSantis. You served under Trump as his Interior Secretary. Is this type of rhetoric helpful at a time when the GOP is fighting for a majority in the Senate? And really, the red wave kind of became a red puddle on Tuesday.
Yeah, it certainly was not the great wave that we expected. And it's going to have some challenges. It's going to have some challenges in the House, a unification of a message, making sure we have the votes to curb the budget. Not every bill is going to be perfect, but we have to make progress. And I think that's what the election definitely said, is that, look, we want action and we want things done. So the political bantering back and forth, both in the party and outside the party, between Republicans and Democrats, I think the American people have said we want things to get done. We're tired of the gridlock. We have problems in our country. And so on the Republican side, I think a unification of message. You know, I worked for President Trump. He was a great boss, quite frankly, gave me a lot of latitude to do what I needed to do in Interior. I know Ron DeSantis. I've served with Ron. He's up in Montana. He's great. So the good thing is we have some wonderful candidates and some great patriots in the party. And I hope as we go forward, the rhetoric becomes a little less between the camps and focus on fixing this country.
Well, you know, Ryan, I have to be clear here. You know, the Lieutenant Governor of Virginia, Winsome Sears, was on with Neil Cavuto yesterday on this program. And he asked her if Donald Trump decides to run again for 2024, would you support him? Her answer was no. And she said that she thinks that it's time for the Republican Party to move forward. Do you agree with her?
You know, I think it's too early to start calling. The process is long. You know, I've worked for the president again. He was a great boss. I certainly respect him, and I've worked for Ron. And let's see, you know, where it goes. You know, I've seen, like most people, the Wall Street Journal, a lot of pundits are out there saying the Republican Party has shifted. If there's a shift, I don't see much as far as a shift. So, you know, the good thing is we have great candidates to choose from. We'll go forward and we'll figure it out. Mm-hmm. You know, my focus, quite frankly, is into Congress because the American people expect us to get things done, and that expectation, I would think, would be to curb the budget. Certainly, Congress can reestablish the power of the purse. We should investigate. My counsel is investigate what's important, but don't abuse the power. We saw the Pelosi administration abuse the power grossly on overreach and investigations, and we should not take the bait. Okay. There needs to be a right and left, a right and wrong, and I think the Republican Party should saddle on the moral high ground and do what's right for this country.
Well, and obviously you're going to do what's right for the people of Montana. It is God's country. I was just there. It's a beautiful state. Congratulations, Congressman.
Well, come on back. There's no reason you can't do this remotely from Bozeman. Come on. Come on up.
Oh, that's where I was. And I'm coming back. You hear me now. I will be back. Sir, congratulations. We can't wait to see what you do in Washington, sir. Thank you.
Great. And happy Veterans Day, and God bless everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. To you as well.